Imagine waking up tomorrow in a completely different version of your life. One where the opportunities you always wished for are already here. The people you dreamed of meeting are already in your circle, and the abundance you once thought was distant suddenly surrounds you. This isn't science fiction. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the power of quantum jumping, a process rooted in quantum physics that suggests that multiple versions of reality exist at the same time, and by shifting your energy, you can step into the version that matches your dream life. Today, we're not just going to talk about the theories of quantum physics. We're going to show you how to practically apply them to quantum jump into your ideal reality in just 30 days. You see, your current life is just one of the infinite parallel versions of you. Every decision, every thought, every vibration you emit places you in a specific reality. But what if you could deliberately change that? What if you could use the laws of the universe to collapse possibilities into the exact version of life you desire? That's exactly what this 30-day quantum jump journey is about. Taking you step by step into alignment with the version of reality where your dream life already exists. Quantum physics tells us something astonishing. Reality isn't fixed. Instead, it exists in probabilities. Think about the famous double-slit experiment, where particles of light behave as both particles and waves, depending on whether they are observed. The conclusion: reality doesn't exist in one fixed form until attention and observation collapse it into a chosen outcome. That means your attention, your focus, and your state of being act as the observer effect, creating the version of reality you step into. This is where quantum jumping becomes real. You're not creating something from nothing. You're shifting into the timeline where that version of reality already exists. Imagine your dream life as a channel on a TV. Right now, you're tuned to one frequency, one show. But just like changing the channel, you can tune into a different frequency where you are already successful, happy, abundant, and free. The science of quantum superposition and entanglement suggests that all possibilities exist simultaneously, but the one you experience is the one your consciousness aligns with. For the next 30 days, we will train your mind, your emotions, and your energy field to align with your dream frequency until reality has no choice but to reflect it back to you. If you want to quantum jump, the first step is not forcing external reality to change, but changing your identity. The way you see yourself at the deepest level. Think about it. Your current identity is like a password that unlocks the reality you're experiencing. If your identity says, "I'm always struggling," then reality mirrors back situations where struggle is constant. If your identity says, "I am abundant, confident," then reality begins aligning with opportunities that match those beliefs. Identity is the quantum code. For the next 30 days, your mission will be to shift into the identity of your future self. Begin by asking, who is the version of me that already has my dream life? How does that person think? Speak, decide. The more you embody that identity now, the faster the quantum leap happens. Remember, you don't wait for reality to change before you change your identity. You change your identity first, and reality follows like a shadow. You might be wondering, why 30 days? Why not a week? Why not instantly? The truth is, quantum jumps can happen instantly. But your mind and body often need time to catch up with your new identity and stabilize in the new timeline. Science shows it takes around 21-30 days to rewire neural pathways in the brain. That's why we're setting this 30-day container. It gives your subconscious mind enough time to dissolve the old self and fully accept the new. Think of it like tuning an instrument. At first, the strings might sound off, but with consistent adjustment, they begin resonating in perfect harmony. By practicing your new identity, emotions, and visualizations every day for 30 days, you'll be tuning your vibration to the frequency of your dream life. At the end of these 30 days, reality won't just feel different. It will be different because you'll have collapsed into a new quantum state where your desires already exist. The first day of your journey is about setting a quantum intention. Unlike a regular goal, which often comes from lack. I want this because I don't have it. A quantum intention comes from wholeness. It is the recognition that what you want already exists in another reality, and your job is simply to tune into it. Write down your dream life in detail, as if it's happening right now. Be specific. What do you see when you wake up? What kind of home surrounds you? Who are you with? What kind of work do you do? How much freedom do you have? Don't write it as a wish. Write it as a declaration of truth. For example, instead of saying, I want financial freedom, write, I live in abundance, and money flows to me effortlessly. This first step locks in the frequency you'll be aligning with for the next 30 days. From here, every action, thought, and feeling will be about tuning to that vibration. Now that you've set your intention, the next 2 days are about entering the quantum field, the invisible energy space where all realities already exist. Quantum physics explains that the field is not somewhere out there. It is all around you and inside you at the same time. Every thought, every feeling, every vibration you produce sends a signal into this field, like a radio tower broadcasting to the universe. To quantum jump, you must begin to broadcast the frequency of your dream life consistently. For these 2 days, practice meditation and visualization, but not just as wishful imagination. Instead, close your eyes and feel your dream life as if it's already real. Walk through the scenes in your mind like a movie you are living. Feel the gratitude as though it's happening now. By doing this, you're sending out an energetic signal into the quantum field, and the field begins organizing itself to match your broadcast. The key here is emotion. Thought is the signal, but emotion is the magnet. The more you generate the feelings of your future reality, now, the faster you pull it into your present timeline. The reason most people fail to quantum jump is not because the science doesn't work, but because they keep dragging their old self into the new timeline. Over these 3 days, you're going to identify and break the thought and behavior patterns that keep you anchored in your current reality. Pay close attention to the voice in your head. The doubts, the limitations, the fears. These are like gravity, pulling you back to the old identity. But here's the secret. Awareness itself is liberation. The moment you catch a limiting thought, you weaken its grip. Instead of reacting from old programming, pause and replace it with the identity of your future self. For example, if your old self says, I'm not good enough, your future self might say, I am powerful and magnetic. Each time you break an old pattern and replace it with a new one, you are literally rewiring your brain and shifting timelines. This is the quantum detox, clearing space for your dream life to land. Now comes one of the most powerful phases of the 30-day journey, living as if. For these 4 days, you will begin embodying the energy, habits, and decisions of your dream self in daily life. This doesn't mean faking or pretending. It means acting from the frequency of the life you're aligning with. If your dream self is financially abundant, how would they treat money today, even with the amount you currently have? If your dream self is healthy and confident, how would they carry themselves, eat, and speak? Living as if is not about waiting for evidence. It's about being the evidence. When you consistently act from your future identity, you're signaling to the quantum field that this is already your reality. The field responds by collapsing possibilities into experiences, people, and opportunities that match your broadcast. This is when synchronicities begin to appear. The universe winks at you with signs, showing you that your shift is working. Gratitude is the fastest way to collapse time and quantum jump into your desired reality. Why? Because gratitude is the emotional signature of already having. When you're grateful, you're broadcasting the vibration that what you desire is already here. Over these 5 days, keep a gratitude journal. But here's the twist. Don't just write about what you currently have. Write about your dream life as if you're already living it. Write, I'm so grateful for the freedom I have in my work. Or, I'm so grateful for the beautiful home I wake up in every morning. The brain doesn't distinguish between imagined gratitude and present gratitude. It responds the same way, wiring your subconscious to believe it's true. Gratitude doesn't just raise your vibration, it stabilizes your new timeline. It anchors you emotionally to the version of reality where your desires already exist. The more you practice it, the harder it becomes for your old reality to pull you back. At this stage, you may start noticing resistance. Old fears may resurface, doubts may grow louder, or external challenges may appear. This is not a sign that the quantum jump isn't working. It's actually proof that it is. Resistance is your old timeline trying to hold on as you shift into the new. Instead of fighting resistance, learn to release it. How? Through awareness, surrender, and trust. Each time a negative thought or situation arises, remind yourself, this is just my old reality dissolving. My new reality is already here. Don't push against the resistance. Let it pass through like clouds across the sky. Practices like breathwork, meditation, or simply sitting in silence can help release stored emotional energy. The more you let go, the lighter you become, and the easier it is to rise into your new frequency. Releasing resistance is the bridge that carries you fully into your dream timeline. Visualization is not just daydreaming, it's a tool for reprogramming the subconscious and instructing the quantum field. For these 2 days, you'll focus on creating vivid, sensory-rich mental experiences of your dream life. Don't just see your future reality, enter it fully. Close your eyes and imagine the colors of the walls in your dream home, the texture of the clothes you wear, the scent of your morning coffee, the sound of laughter around you, the feeling of your dream car's steering wheel in your hands. The subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. That's why athletes practice mental rehearsal before major events. Their brains light up as if the event is happening. When you do this, you're sending new instructions to your subconscious and aligning your nervous system with the vibration of your future. This is quantum rehearsal, a rehearsal not just for a moment, but for a timeline shift. By day 21, you've already started rewiring your brain and body for the new reality. Now it's time to anchor your future self so that your shift becomes unshakable. Choose one action that your dream self would do daily, something that represents their habits, mindset, or values. It could be as small as waking up earlier, reading daily, exercising, journaling, or speaking with more confidence. Commit to this action consistently. This becomes your anchor point, reminding your subconscious of the reality you're living into. Every time you perform this anchor habit, you're telling your brain, this is who I am now. The anchor works like a signal tower. No matter what happens around you, it broadcasts your future frequency steadily into the quantum field. Over time, this becomes second nature, and your old identity fades away. The dream life is no longer just a vision. It is embodied in your daily actions. One of the greatest traps in manifestation is clinging too tightly to the outcome. When you're desperate or attached, you signal lack, which keeps the dream life out of reach. Over these 2 days, practice observing your reality without attachment. This means if things don't look the way you want yet, don't panic. Remember, the quantum field rearranges itself in ways beyond your conscious control. What looks like delay or challenge may actually be the exact rearrangement required for your shift. Observe your life like a movie. Enjoy it, learn from it, but don't cling to every scene. When you practice detachment, you signal trust. And trust is magnetic. The less you chase, the more the dream life chases you. It's like holding water in your hand. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips away. But when you relax, the water stays. Detachment keeps you in flow with the field, allowing miracles to unfold naturally. Quantum jumping is not about forcing outcomes. It's about becoming the frequency of your dream life. The next 3 days are dedicated to raising your emotional vibration. Ask yourself daily, how would I feel if my dream life were already here? Maybe you'd feel joy, freedom, gratitude, excitement, or peace. Now practice generating those emotions on command. You can do this by listening to uplifting music, practicing laughter, moving your body, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that light up your soul. These emotions are not random. They are vibrational codes. The more you practice living in elevated emotions, the faster your body gets addicted to this new frequency. And when your body memorizes a new state of being, reality must catch up. These 3 days are about emotional mastery, because emotion is the magnet that pulls your future timeline into your present. Confidence is the bridge between imagination and reality. If you doubt your dream life, the quantum field reads that as uncertainty, and uncertainty collapses possibilities back into the old timeline. For these 2 days, your focus is to embody certainty. Walk, talk, and move through life with the confidence that your dream life is already unfolding. Think of it this way: when you place an online order, you don't worry every second about whether it will arrive. You trust the process. You know it's coming. That's the same energy you need here. Speak about your life as though it's guaranteed. Carry yourself as though success is inevitable. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's alignment. It's the energetic declaration that I am already living in this frequency. When you radiate certainty, the universe bends timelines to support you. People will feel it. Opportunities will align with it. And you will naturally step into the life that matches your confidence. By now, you've shifted your thoughts, emotions, and actions to align with your dream life. On day 29, your task is to fully step into the role of the observer. Quantum physics proves that observation itself shapes reality. When you watch particles, they collapse into form. The same principle applies to your life. Whatever you consistently observe with focus and energy becomes your experience. On this day, practice observing your environment from the perspective of your dream self. Instead of reacting emotionally to challenges, simply observe them as signals that you are stabilizing into a new frequency. Notice the synchronicities, the small wins, and even the subtle changes in how people respond to you. Become aware that your energy has shifted, and so reality is reflecting that shift back to you. When you observe without judgment, you collapse probabilities in your favor. The dream life doesn't just arrive. It becomes the only option your consciousness accepts. This is the final day of your 30-day journey, and today is about integration. By now, you've aligned your identity, rewired your subconscious, raised your emotional frequency, and detached from the old self. On day 30, take time to reflect. Who have you become in the past month? How different are your thoughts, emotions, and actions compared to day 1? Write it down, because this reflection is proof of your quantum leap. Integration means solidifying your new identity so that it becomes your baseline state of being. Today, reaffirm your dream life as your current reality. Speak it, write it, embody it, and most importantly, own it. The shift has already occurred. You are now living in a new timeline. Integration ensures you don't slip back into old patterns. Instead, you stand firmly in your new self, knowing that the field always responds to your being, not your hoping. One of the most powerful truths of quantum jumping is momentum. Once you've shifted timelines, momentum begins to carry you further into alignment. Think of a rocket launching into space. The hardest part is breaking free of gravity at the start, but once it breaks through, momentum carries it effortlessly into orbit. The same applies to your life. These 30 days are the rocket launch. You've broken free of the gravitational pull of your old identity. Now momentum will carry you toward even greater realities. The key is to keep aligning with the habits, emotions, and frequencies of your dream self daily. If you continue with consistency, your dream life expands into even bigger possibilities than you imagined. Remember, quantum reality is infinite. Once you've proven you can shift once, you can shift again and again into higher levels of abundance, success, love, and joy. How do you know if your quantum jump has worked? The signs are subtle at first, but undeniable. You'll notice synchronicities, numbers, symbols, or repeating patterns that confirm your alignment. You may find new opportunities appearing seemingly out of nowhere, or meet people who play a key role in your dream path. Old challenges may suddenly dissolve, and situations that once felt heavy now feel lighter. Most importantly, you'll notice a shift inside yourself. The old doubts won't have the same power. The old fears won't feel like your truth. You'll find yourself naturally acting, thinking, and feeling as your dream self without forcing it. That's the ultimate proof. When the identity shift is complete, reality has no choice but to match it. The external signs are simply reflections of the internal leap you've already made. Congratulations. You've just quantum jumped into your dream life in 30 days. But here's the beautiful truth. This is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning. Quantum jumping is not something you do once. It's a lifestyle, a way of living in harmony with the infinite possibilities of the universe. From here on, every time you set an intention, align with gratitude, embody your dream self, and release resistance, you're quantum jumping into higher realities. You are no longer a passive participant in life. You are the conscious creator of your timeline. This is the power of quantum physics applied to daily living. You've proven to yourself that you can shift. Now imagine what's possible in the next 30 days, the next year, the next decade. The only limit is the frequency you choose to embody. So step boldly, dream bigger, and remember, your dream life is not somewhere in the future. It exists here, now, in the quantum field, waiting for you to tune in.